This is why you'll never win in the casino.
So yeah, 3,500 is going to be the most I can do today. Um,
Right. I
So,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's
that's
what
I
we
was
were
trying to
doing.
see if we could do the one-time passcode, then I could get you more.
Okay.
But because it's not working,
Okay.
then we just can't. So
Okay.
she'll go ahead and we'll have you swipe your debit card, and then she'll continue to give you your cash.
Okay. And then I just have a question. Like, if when I do a money order at another bank and go in there, has there been like anything you guys have like done to my account, or is there going to be like a whole hassle with them?
To get a money order?
Yeah,
No.
like, and to get money out now, there's nothing you guys have like put on my account.
No, there's
just
no-
because the demeanor in here seems like so odd.
Yeah.
That now I don't know.
Bank. Is there I've never seen a bank inside a casino before, like an actual branch of a bank inside a casino. This is a little confusing.
What to think.
Yeah.
Like, the demeanor from you guys like shifted, and it feels very weird.
No.
And
it's-
the accusing of doing something illegal was like very odd.
well, it wasn't accusing; it was questioning.
Well, you
So-
told me that it's illegal, and
Counting cards is illegal.
have you looked
Absolutely.
into that?
Counting cards is not illegal. So you guys don't may not know, but counting cards is just like a method of statistical mechanism to increase your odds of winning at blackjack. And there's no certain way to prove it, but if the manager of a round of tables decided to think that you sus you for counting cards, he could just boot you. Like casino could just boot you out from like playing. They could use any trumped up reason because counting, like, it's the casino. Their goal is to profit. They don't want you to win. Like, yeah, sure, like if you won like a slot machine, and then actually even if you win like the jackpot from a slot machine, you will face a lot of resistance from it. Yeah, you could go online and look it up. And also I know someone that won like $37,000, and they made a lot of resistance for her. They forced her to pay taxes and all the whole deal, right? Normally, I remember like going to casino and I would win like $500. They just give it to me. They don't care. But when you win big money, they want to make life as hard as it is for you as possible, right? They try to find any possible way to get you to not take that cash payment, because some people they kind of rely on food stamps and like the whole welfare system, which is I'm kind of against. If you're gonna make money, why not just make it right? Don't let these government benefits prevent you from making money. But yeah, but some people, they are hard stuck on making money from food, surviving on food stamps. These people, they were like, oh, you got to pay taxes on that. You don't want to pay taxes? All right, fine, don't take the money then. Casinos are scummy, but then at the same time, like, people knows this, and they still insist on going to a casino.
I'd love if you could show
Yeah.
me what.
Yeah, I'm sure you go to a casino and count cards, tell them you're going to count cards, they're not going to accept you as a customer.
And you wanna
Yeah, and
Oh.
you're not going to get arrested though because it's not illegal.
you wanna take it out of your savings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing on your account that
Yeah, that's true. Nothing illegal. I think this lady. Is this a bank? I don't know. It's super confusing. I would suspect it's the area where you trade your chips in for the cash. I don't know if it's a bank, so it's so confusing.
going to another bank.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't
Yeah,
doing anything
but I
like
just-
that.
yeah,
Because your demeanor is like so unprofessional. It's
Yeah.
just weird.
Again, you're going to run into this issue with the
Right.
phone number. So
Right, I'm sure.
it's going to be an issue going forward. So just want you to be aware of that.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
Yep.
Very helpful.
29, 30.
They eventually gave me 3,500 and call all nearby branches to tell them to not give me access to the rest of my funds.
32, 33, 34, 35.
Thank you.
And I want to apologize for my manager's behavior. She's kind of a bitch. Sorry.
I like you. Really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that manager is a Karen. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you want someone to manage your company, you actually want a Karen. A Karen will actually manage your company very well. Not like a lazy bitch Karen, but then like an actual working Karen that has malice. Those Karens are really good managers. Trust me, I worked for one, and granted, she breaks rules and she does a lot of fucked up shit, but she can also gaslight her workers into working harder. If you want a good manager, make sure you get a Karen. But this is why I don't recommend people to go gambling. Right, the odds are always stacked against you, and even though if you get lucky, eventually your own hubris, like if you win some money, your own hubris will get you. Because I've seen people like they think that they could win money, right? They're like, oh yeah, I figured it out. I don't have to work a job anymore. I could just go into a casino and I just keep winning money. I am the gambling god. And then they quit their job and then they hammer down, they double down on bullshit bets, and then eventually they lose everything. I've seen it happen lots of times. Uh, Obviously, right? And I mean, you could go online and look at the gambling problems that everybody has. They like to think that they are the chosen one, and it's a narcissism. It's narcissism that gets them killed, and then they drown in debts, metaphorically speaking.
Honor to be able to come before you and say, I actually lost white population in my community. I lost them. They left.
Oh, fuck
They
that.
left. I didn't ask them why. They left. So if you see...
Look how unhealthy this guy is. I think this is keratinosis, the shit you get when you have diabetes. Personal opinion, I don't believe that if you're a influential person, you should have shitty health. This person looks like he's in bad shape.
1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5...
He's also dressed like a communist.
They're passing through. But that's on a serious note. We got 13,000 black elected officials in this country. We've had mayors, we've had governors, we have city council members. We need to get radical.
Oh yeah, they want to get radical, right? These Democrats. This is what I mean when I say you don't help people that don't deserve it. I mean, here's the thing, like I just don't understand the whole concept of someone hating white people. Like these minorities, they do know that back then our ancestors could have just booted them out, right? It's suicidal empathy. They just wanted to help people just to help people. But then, like, as you can see, right, you have people like this that bites the hands that feed them. So much for systematic racism. This guy's a representative, and look, we have a black representative, and yet, like people like this still thinks that white people are bad, they're evil. How about you go to China? Yeah, you think they'll treat you this nicely in China, or you can go to Mexico, right? Do you think that Mexican government will let you be a representative or have some kind of government position? Fuck no. They're not gonna do it for your skin color. They might murder you if you try to run for any kind of government positions. This is why, like, you should never help people that don't deserve help. Because this will happen. They will turn around and stab you. I'm not kidding, it's true.
All of a sudden,
Holy shit, a mom was assaulted by a mob of students from anti-ICE walkout while cops just watched and did nothing.
we stumble upon a whole bunch of kids. And I'm like, do your parents know that you guys are out of school? Somebody bumps into me. Somebody says like you to me. I get my hair, it just turned violent. So fast, I get my hair pulled. I don't know which way is up.
Get off of her! Get off of her! Get off of her!
I knew that there were
Oh my
police
gosh.
officers there. I saw them just before. I'm waiting on them to.
So this is what anti-ICE riot looks like. It's not a protest. It's a riot. Like, I wish that news media would actually correct like their wording and not call it a protest anymore and just call it a straight up riot. When you break the law during a protest, it turns into a riot. That's the definition for it. And this is what anti-ICE is about, right? They are fascist. You don't like to admit they are, but then they are fascists, like these anti-ICE people. Like, they just want to have their way. You cannot drive. They gotta check your ID, right? And they want to get violence, right? They want to deprive people of sleep. They wouldn't let you sleep if you're ICE members. or if you have any kind of association with them, which is it's a war crime. Yeah, I think you could get imprisonment for it. If Guantanamo Bay was still open, you would be sent there for committing a war crime, just for preventing people from sleeping. And here's the thing, right? Well, I'm going off script, but
That there were
keep
police
going.
officers there. I saw them just before. I'm waiting on them to come and rescue me from being assaulted. Like, I'm like, how much longer is this going to be? I finally come to, I see a man. I was moved so far away from my friend. I see a man here. And I'm like, you have to help me.
Wow!
Pushes me into almost like a police officer. And I was like, what are you doing? I just got assaulted. What are you doing here? Why were you not helping me over there? He's like, come this way, come this way. I can't get involved right now. It's just too unsafe. We have backup coming to come and, shut this down. And I'm like, my head is spinning.
You know what? Like, I believe that if kids are assaulting a person, you should have the right to shoot them. It shouldn't like go into question, right? You just don't know what's gonna happen. Like, some kids could have knives, right? Kids can use deadly weapons too. You know that, right? And like, this woman could have been killed. They all just started pulling her hair and started beating her. It could have got deadly.
I cannot believe what just happened. I still continue to feel unsafe because the police officer was telling me he can't do anything. He's waiting for backup. He did not do anything. He was just supervising. He was just there to say, you come sit over here and let's wait for backup. And I was like, where's your supervisor? He was the supervisor. These are a huge safety risk. These are not peaceful protests in any way, shape, or form. I was assaulted today from a peaceful protest. These should not happen. These are not safe for our community, for our children. I mean, what if my kids were there? What would have happened? If they can do that to me, what would they have done to my children?
Didn't like some I don't know. It was like some anti-white protest. It wasn't anti-ICE. It was like some anti-white protest that happened in Georgia, Atlanta, where a bunch of black boys decided to beat the living crap out of some white teenage girl because she was white. Yeah, I think something like that happened right in Georgia, Atlanta. It was quite bad. I think like she was like in a coma or something, and she had like a bunch of broken bones. It's crazy, like a country that was started by white people and now they get beat for it, right? This is like the epitome of suicidal empathy. Like, oh yeah, you help these people, good. Now we get to kill you, right? It makes no sense, but it is what it is, you know.
Get off
My father always told me,
They're gonna
don't help people that don't deserve it.
Identifying all of the people who assaulted me. Then they're gonna go in and charge these people.
Oh yeah.
From there, I'll file a criminal
Jeez, that
complaint.
kid, that kid. You learned that move from Minecraft.
And yeah, I plan to make sure all are held accountable: the school, the police, and the students.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I don't believe that. I believe like after 12 years old, you should be trialed as an adult. Because I think that by the time you're 9 or 10 years old, you should start to develop some decent level of common sense, right? You know, like don't touch people, don't hit people, don't, riots, don't break shit, don't hurt anyone. I think that's kind of common sense, right? But then, I would assume they're high school kids. They don't look that young. They're kind of old. That is Gen A. And yeah, I do believe that if they cause like violent crimes, it definitely should be trials as adults. Like I know people, like my high school friends. I won't say who, but I know some of them that got involved with some deadly shooting, and all they got was like a few months in juvenile, which I don't know. Like, he's not retarded. He's my friends, like they're not stupid. They know that they're trying to kill someone, but then they know that they could get away with it. That's why it's not so much the people's fault. It's more like the lawmakers' fault.